Insurance Company and Affiliates, Equal Housing Insurer.
This is Mallory Hancock Lawrence, and we love our Caldwell and Lyon County friends. We invite you to come to Cada's anytime you can to shop with us. We're making it even easier for you. Whether you work in Cada's or just come to town for a visit, stop in and shop with us. But if you're in a hurry, you can pre-order your groceries at HancocksNeighborhoodMarket.com. It's so easy and convenient. Of course, we want to see your smiling face anytime we can, but if you're in a hurry, HancocksNeighborhoodMarket.com is the way to go. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Cada's.
1580 103.3 WPKY Coffee Talk is on the air. Morning conversations about things of interest to you. If you'd like to be a guest on Coffee Talk, just email us your information at WPKYonline@gmail.com. We're proud to call Caldwell County home. WPKY.
1580 103.3 WPKY. Good morning. We are joined this morning by Caldwell County Extension Office Ag Agent.
Ag agent, close enough.
Okay, Shane Bogle. Good morning, Shane.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Glad to be here. It's just so nice and toasty this morning.
Yeah,
right?
I know you've told me that you love the cold weather, but seriously, this?
I'm not cold.
Do you have a line? You're not cold. I am, but okay. But I'm not as cold as I was. I got my coffee now, so I'm not as cold as I was a little bit ago. Okay, Shane, so talk to me about what's going on in the Ag Department of the Extension Office.
Well, we got a lot going on. Of course, most of our farmers are not in the fields right now, so this time of year is when we have our educational meetings. We don't have them during the summer months and the fall and the early spring. As they're in the fields, they're not going to be coming to meetings, so we have our production and association type meetings this time of year. And you mentioned the private applicator trainings for Friday. We'll visit with that first. Those are our first private pesticide applicator trainings of the year. That is for anybody that is going to be applying pesticides around their property that they own. And to buy restricted use pesticides, you have to have this free license to be able to buy restricted use pesticide. And we will have the first of these. These are not the dicamba trainings for our grain producers. They still have to attend another training on top of their private applicator training to have the ability to spray dicamba products in soybeans. But again, 8 o'clock and 1 o'clock. We'll have two trainings that day on Friday. And come out to the Extension office. You don't have to pre-register. Just show up. Folks that cards have expired or will be expiring have already got a card in the mail, so we will have folks there. But anybody that's doesn't have that certification and wants it, just show up either 8 o'clock and 1 o'clock, and we will get you ready for that. Coming up on the 12th of February at 6 o'clock at the Trigg County Recreation Complex will be our Trigg Caldwell tobacco producers meeting. I've got cattlemen on the brain because we're going to talk about that in a minute too.
Yeah,
but our tobacco producers, we will have a GAP certification for those that have not already got their GAP through their grower association. We will have a GAP training at the end of our production meeting. Again, that's on the 12th at 6 o'clock at the Trigg Complex. And we pretty much know who's going to be showing up for that, too, so you don't have to call ahead. We've got so many tobacco producers. So we will have a nice supper that's provided by the Eastern Dark Fire Growers Association, as always. So, again, that's 6 o'clock on the 12th. And for our grain producers, on the 14th, Valentine's Day, we have a row crop risk management meeting at the Extension office. It will be an all-day event from 9 to 4, and this is going to be a good hands-on helping our corn, soybean, and wheat producers with the outlook and price potential for 2019. The last couple of years, prices have not been the best for farmers, and we're having to figure things pretty close for a farmer to make money right now. So we are going to have laptops there. We've got some good speakers that will be there talking about enterprise budgets, cash rents, machinery costs, price risk management tools. We're actually going to leave with a risk management decision spreadsheet for your home computer that will help you plug in your farming numbers. And again, we would like you to RSVP for that by February the 11th, but again, that's on the 14th. We will have lunch there for you. We've got some local help to provide lunch, and will be a nice lunch. We haven't 100% decided what we're going to have, but it will be a nice cooked lunch there for our grain producers. So if you have a laptop, bring your laptop. If you don't, we will have extra laptops there for farmers to play with that to do these budgets on. But if you have one, go ahead and bring it and come on February the 14th at 9 a.m. at the Extension office.
Now, so you actually like help decide with that particular one, you help them decide how much they're going to need to be productive?
Well,
what's the deal with that?
Every farming operation is different, but a lot of their costs associated and selling prices are the same. Some folks are forward contracting their grain, some folks are selling right out of the combine to the port. The farmers know those costs. Well, these decisions tools puts all that together in a package for farmer A and farmer B, but they're completely different. And it's just kind of putting together all the tools that they need to help make decisions for the coming year. If their cash rent has went up, or we've got costs associated with everything, overhead costs, and putting all that together in one spot where you can say, okay, I'm not making money on this farm here, or I am making money here, all in one spot. It just helps ease that. And the outlook for price potential for the coming year, a lot of farmers are setting forward costs now for a crop they ain't even put in the ground yet. So do we do it now? Do we wait a month? Do we do it 2 weeks from now as prices are fluctuating? So this meeting, and we call this risk management because all parts of farming is risk.
Right.
So anything that we can kind of hit off at the pass to make it easier to help that farmer make that decision early in the year, before, like I said, before the crop is planted. They might decide not to plant corn in this farm. It may be beans this year just because of productivity or price, whatever. That's what this meeting is about. And they get to go home with that, where they can plug their own numbers in, change the scenarios that, well, what if this happened? What if we have a wet year like last year and we've got plenty of rain, we've got ample yields? Well, we might and might not have that. So they can plug those scenarios in, 2 or 3 or 4, and say, well, if it does this, this is what my return will be. Or if it does this, this is what my loss will be. And that's, again, 9 to 4, that's going to be a full day of learning, asking questions. We have our grain marketing specialists. We actually have 3 of our state specialists that will be here that day, tag teaming, teaching this class, and I'm looking forward to it because I learned something too. That's something we are a shotgun of what we do at the Extension office, that to focus on something like grain marketing, I can't just do that 100% of the time. So I look forward to these kind of meetings where kind of keep me fresh too. So again, that's February the 14th, 9 o'clock. Please call the office and just register so we've got enough lunch for everybody, and come ahead and join us.
What's the number to call?
270-365-2787.
Okay. I've said it a few times. I almost have it memorized, but not quite, but almost.
And the phone, we've got multiple lines, and just call. We'll get you registered for that.
The what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's multiple phone lines, so you get somebody when you call. So
yeah, all right.
Call ahead and get that registered.
Well, there's multiple phone lines here too, but that doesn't always mean that I'm going to be able to answer one of them when somebody calls. So yeah. You've got enough people over there that somebody can answer their phone.
We do. As of right now, we've got folks there and open all day, not even having to close at lunch right now. So call the office and we'll get you registered.
And we were talking before we started that some of your programs today are canceled. I did not get to get on the website and see what all was scheduled for today. I know we had the touchdown treats. That's what it was.
Yes, that's what it was. And just as a general rule of thumb, if the schools close, any of our family consumer science and 4-H programs, if they're closing school, they also close those programs. It just makes it easier. It takes the guesswork out for people that, and call the office. Are you having it? Are you having it? For my farmers, they're going to get out. If snow's deep, they've got equipment. They're going to come to meetings. So very rarely do I get to cancel mine, but they do cancel that just for the safety of folks. We do have the parking lot. We are open today. We'll be open at 9. We give just a little more time for our staff to get there this morning, but the parking lot's clear. Sidewalks are clear. But you can come and do all the other business at the Extension office today.
And your parking lot is not slick. It's good.
It's not slick. Okay, it's good.
Good.
Between me and the wind this morning, it's in good shape.
Yeah. We talked about the roads, and I mean they must be slick. Of course, I don't. We talked about I don't go very far. But where I went this morning was, I slipped a little bit.
Well, and the more traffic as it's kind of melting, we've had salt put down. That can make things worse for a little while until it's completely dry and off of there. So folks do need to use some caution this morning.
I know the temperature's ridiculously cold, but maybe the sun will heat some of that pavement. I don't know how all that works, but
well, I know there is a temperature that's out of my area of expertise, but before it worked. But it looks like things was working. Whatever they're doing this morning is working.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped traffic. I can tell you that. I stand here at this window, and from the time I get in here at 5 a.m. until the time I leave, it's just busy, 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 busy. Everybody's got somewhere to go all the time. It's crazy. But, okay, Shane, anything else you want to talk about?
We'll catch the rest of the things that's going on next time, and we'll have some more meetings and more things next show. More
meetings, more things. So the Extension office is open today on their normal schedule. No, you said you're opening at 9.
Opening at 9.
What time do you normally get there?
8.
8, okay. So an hour late today, but the program, the Touchdown Treats program, has been canceled. Thank you, Shane, for coming in and updating us on the ag portion of the Extension office. Appreciate it.
Imagine your dream carpet installed for free. The Home Depot offers all-inclusive installation on minimum purchases of $699. That's removal of your old carpet, basic furniture moving, and stairs. So the dream carpet you want comes at the price you were expecting. Free carpet installation that's actually free. The Home Depot.